Hi guys, today we're taking a look at my 4K projector, and this one is from Anker. It's the Nebula Cosmos Max. Details are in the description below, including purchasing links. It's a long throw DLP projector using an LED bulb with 30,000 hours life. And that's the equivalent of running it for 1250 days straight. Brightness levels are 1500 lumens. It has a contrast ratio of 1000 to 1 and 4 10-watt speakers optimized to deliver 360 degrees of true 3D audio with Dolby Digital Plus and sound dimension. The throw ratio is 1.2, and I've shown some projection distances on the screen. So to get a 150-inch projection, you need to be 3.98 meters away from the wall. It's aimed purely at the home cinema experience and not gaming. So we'll be testing it out with some movies and streaming services together with trying out some gaming anyway, to see what it's like on the next gen consoles, so the PS5 and the Xbox Series X. So let's begin by unboxing it and seeing what you get in the packaging. In the packaging, you get a quick start guide and a card showing details of the support. You get a minimalist remote and 2 AAA batteries. A power cable which is 90 centimeters in length, and just to show the connector on the end. You get a power adapter, and the length of the cable on this is 175 centimeters, DC connection point on there, and really good cable quality. And finally we have the projector. Obviously the lens is at the front, at the sides you've got the speakers, and to give the 360 sound, you've got speakers along the back here as well. Underneath there's some screw points, and the middle one here can be used to put on a tripod. There's some rubber pads as well to avoid it slipping on the surface. Power button at the back. You've got the connection points here. So DC in, HDMI 1 and ARC port, another HDMI port and 2 USB ports. USB ports can be used to connect an external drive, so you can stream movies straight off there. And finally, you've got an optical port. With the projector on, you get a starry effect along the top, and it sort of transitions. You can see it fading in and out, and this can be turned off. With the projector powered on, let's measure noise levels from it. So it comes in at around 45 to 46 decibels, and that's about average, I'd say, for most projectors. You can place the projector on a table to use it, but be aware there's no adjusting point at the front there. A lot of projectors have that to allow you to adjust the height, but in this instance, you'd probably just have to wedge something underneath it. I'll be using with this camera stand I have, and it has a screw-on point at the top, so I can just screw that directly onto the projector. Lots of adjustability available on here. Obviously you can adjust the height and then just adjust the position of the projector as well from this. Lots of flexibility. For my purposes, it's perfect for testing. I've powered on the projector. Let me quickly run through the setup on here. So first of all, we need to pair up the remote. So it's just a matter of holding on to the OK and down volume buttons. It's connected, so let's quickly run through the setup options. The projector's set up now, and just to mention, it's got Android TV 9 on there, has 2 gig of RAM and 16 gig ROM, and supports both 2.4 and 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi. I like the Android TV interface, easy to navigate around and very intuitive. Performance is not sluggish. Some apps I notice are missing from the Google Play Store, like Netflix, but you can get them by installing Nebula Manager. You can cast from your phone to the projector as it has Chromecast built in, but if you preferred using your Amazon Fire Stick, for example, that's fine too. You can just plug it into one of the HDMI ports together with a USB port. And you can see there it's running with the Amazon Fire Stick. And if you wanted to go to the projector menu options on the remote, you just press the settings button, and there you go. You've got the projector menu options available too. The remote is nice and minimalistic with a good feel to it. Controlling the projector is all done via it on the device. You also have Google Assistant available, and it's just a matter of pressing the button here and speaking to the microphone, which is just there. So now if I say, what's the weather like in New York today?
It'll be clear with clouds from time to time there today, with a forecast high of 28 and a low of 21.
Once you've positioned the projector, you can get it in focus by pressing the button over here. If I press it now, a little image appears, gives it a moment or so to focus, and once it disappears, you know the picture quality is going to be spot on. And there you go. Initial impressions, the picture quality is very good. Color levels are good on here. Brightness levels seem good. The room's completely dark at the moment. Let's test out the projector in different environments. So first of all, I've moved where I'm projecting, and in my studio, if I move the camera, you can see blackout blinds are closed. We've got a lot of ambient light coming into the room, flipping back to the picture quality, and it's still pretty good from what you can see. This is a 4K video running at 60 frames per second. And now if I turn the lights on in the room, you can still see it. It's a little bit washed out, but it's a projector, no surprise there. Now, next test, if I open the blinds, lots of light coming into the room now. And if you look at the picture quality, you can still see it a little bit washed out, which is no surprise. Obviously, it's a projector. And the other factor of this is I'm actually just projecting straight onto a normal painted white wall. I'm not even using a projector screen. If I did use a projector screen or the wall was painted in the special paint used for projectors, then obviously you're going to get more of an enhanced image. But you can see for yourself, it's still visible and it's not too bad really. How about projecting onto a blackout roller blind? Now my bifold doors are here and I've purchased a custom made roller blind just over there. And on that roller blind, I've installed a smart blind engine by Zemismart. I'll include the details in the description below if you want to have a look at that. But it requires no cabling and it's just powered by a battery and it's smart as well. So with this, I've got a remote control. If I close it, and there we have it. Looks pretty good, quality isn't bad at all, and obviously it's not a projector screen, but it has a very small form factor. You can see that, it just takes up minimal amount of space. Picture quality just looks great on it. So another solution to projecting. The movie experience with the projector is absolutely stunning. And even though I don't own a projector screen and I've just been projecting onto a plain white wall, picture quality looks great. You can get up to 150 inches at distance of 3.98 meters, which is what you're seeing here. But I guess the only limitation is having a large plain wall in your home together with the space to position the projector as its long throw. It would definitely be worth using it in conjunction with a surround sound system or soundbar. But saying that, I was really impressed at the sound quality from the inbuilt speaker. Definitely the best I've ever heard from a projector. And how about using a projector in the evening? Well, luckily I have a large plain wall that's perfect to project to in my garden, but obviously you want low light levels and not bright sunlight coming onto it. And you can see for yourself, it looks great and it's perfect for watching movies in the evening if you wanted to watch in your garden. Going into projector settings and picture settings, you've got picture mode and there's 3 modes in here, so standard, movie and office. So here are the 3 picture modes running side by side. Hopefully it'll give you an idea of the subtle differences between them. On the left hand side you can see the standard mode, and on here there's more of a blue tint in the picture and the color temperature is much cooler. On the right hand side we've got the office mode, and this also has a blue tint in the picture and the colors have a more cooler feel to it. In the middle is the movie mode, and I feel this is the best of the 3 modes as the colors are more warmer on this and have more of a natural feel. So this one really is my preference when watching movies. Even though the projector isn't aimed at gaming, as it has an input lag of 50 milliseconds, I was interested to see how it performed on both the PS5 and Xbox Series X. Picture quality wise, it looks stunning with either console. Clarity levels are great at 4K and you can get up to 60 frames per second. I wouldn't recommend playing a first-person shooter like Call of Duty with the projector, where fast response times are essential due to the input lag, but something like Astro's Playroom is fine. I've also tried out Fortnite, Gran Turismo and Call of Duty. Gaming on the big screen is really an amazing experience, just felt like another level. Now here's an interesting comparison. I've got my LG OLED over here and the projector obviously projecting onto the wall. It'd be nice if I had a projector screen just to show the differences on there. Obviously the projector screen will enhance the picture quality. So if I play both of these at the same time now, you can see the color differences. It's more vivid on the OLED. Now, not a surprise there, obviously the different systems completely, but if you're going for a projector, you're going for more of the big screen experience with this. And with the lights on, just to show the difference, there you go, the colors get washed out. So no surprise there really. but I thought it's worth showing. Now for the best sound experience on a projector, you'd really want to plug in a sound bar or a surround sound system to make the most of the sound quality. But one thing that surprised me about this particular projector is the quality you get from the inbuilt speakers. So you've got 4 on there, obviously 2 pointing towards the front and 2 towards the back, giving a full 360-degree sound on here. And clarity wise and sound quality is really good on here for a projector. So just to give you an idea of sound levels from here, so if I play some music at maximum, so 92 decibels from here. Clarity wise it's good, a reasonable amount of bass, treble on here, and probably the best quality I've heard from a projector. Looking on the settings menu, there's an option called Bluetooth speaker mode. It's quite an interesting option. I've not seen this before. And what this does, it turns off the projector from projecting an image and turns it into just a Bluetooth speaker. Now, selecting this,
Switching to Bluetooth speaker mode.
and coming over to my Android phone, turning on Bluetooth, and you can see it just there at the bottom. If I pair it up, and there you go, it's paired up now. See if I play some music. You can control the volume off your remote. So quite an interesting feature to have, and I can see the advantage of having this. So for instance, say you're watching a movie in your garden and you had the projector projecting onto a screen there or even a wall, and you finish watching your movie and you just wanted to listen to some music. This is quite a good way of doing it. And again, as I've already mentioned, the sound quality from this is pretty good. So a useful option to have. So in summary, really impressed with the 4K picture quality from this projector. It's absolutely stunning. Has a cool design together with really impressive 3D audio, which is pretty good for a projector compared to what I've seen previously on other ones I've reviewed. It's the perfect projector for a cinematic experience or even watching your TV shows. It's easy to set up and use, and not too bad at gaming, even though it's not aimed at gaming due to the 50 millisecond input lag. Price wise, what do you reckon this is worth? So 4K at up to 150 inches. Well, in this case, it's £1,400, which isn't bad for what you're getting. And just to note, there is an alternative, a 1080p version at £800, slightly lower spec on that, but personally, if you can afford it, I'd say go for the 4K version. So there you have it, you made it to an end of another video. I really hope it's helped anyone thinking of purchasing this. Details are in the description below, including purchasing links. Drop me a comment, let me know what you thought of this projector, and smash that like button as it tells YouTube's algorithm that this is a good video and pushes it to a wider audience. Thanks for viewing, and see you in the next one.